Everybody, it's raining again. Every time I do these it seems to be raining, but never mind. Just another update on the plants as they're going at the moment, because I keep getting a little bit behind and then I play catch up and then I get a little bit behind again. So this is how it is at the moment. In my pots, I've not got any sign of these at the moment, but these are the little bamboo palms which are going to be inside anyway. These need to be repotted on because they smell divine. These are the lavender. I got quite a few sweet potato snips coming up. And my parsnips are not doing, well, they're doing okay, but not many of them came up. I got my dark mullein, what are they? They're a herb, basically. Parsley, a rose clipping that I took and just stuck in the soil. Then we've got my cabbages. I'm due to put some red cabbages in again soon. There's my chamomile. Sweet basil is actually coming up, which I'm quite pleased at. My calendulas are coming up. And of course there's my ginger. Now my ginger, I've broken off a bit from here. I don't know if you can see that there. And at the moment it seems to be doing okay. So hopefully we'll have some ginger from that, and that should sort of send out a rhizome or whatever you'd like to call it, and hopefully we'll have some ginger of our own. My comfrey is flowering. And they look beautiful. I love the flowers on the comfrey, so that's good. My red basil is coming on nicely, as is my dill. My lettuces, because I thought I've got no lettuces, these are little gems, and we got cucumbers and what have you coming on, so I thought I needed some of them. These are corianders coming on, even though I'm sure I put more than that in there, and I think something might have, yeah, looks like something might have eaten the tops off them, so I'll have to have a look around for some slugs or something. And then I've got my pumpkin, which will be for the children eventually, hopefully. Right, I don't know if anyone remembers, I took most of my strawberry tops off because it had been mentioned to me that they are supposed to grow back and give you maybe another season of fruit. However, as you can see, I've got no flowers coming of the strawberries. Just leaves. So it may be that it's variety dependent, I don't know. So maybe another variety would work, but this one doesn't. And I think this is, I believe this is called something like Mother's Day or Mother's Surprise or something like that. I can't remember what the name of it was because I've had it for a while now. But it's sending off its runners the same as they normally do. And that's not one. So I'm getting all these little runners being sent off, but not actually a second set of fruit. So it didn't cost me anything. It didn't, you know, it's fine, but I've tried it and it didn't work, so never mind. And I've just watered my Cape gooseberries and that here, so they've gone a bit limp, but tomorrow they'll probably be up again. Just give them a bit of a propping up, I think. Got lots of chives. These have all come up lovely. So I'm going to put some of them in the dehydrator. And we had a bit of a disaster with our tomatoes. The disaster with the tomatoes happened one night, and everything from here right the way down the bottom actually fell over. Sadly, they fell over. But as you can see, I've propped them up as best I can. And they don't seem too bad. They don't seem to be too badly affected. Now, this was one day last week. So I think if they was going to be affected, they would have been by now. this is probably the only set here that I haven't managed to stand up. So they are still looking fallen. But to be honest, rather than break the branches off, which I did do a few, sadly, I've decided to just leave them. As you can see, my butternut squash is looking lovely. So I'm really chuffed with that. That's coming on nicely. I've got another one there. Not sure I've got any more. Oh, I've got a little dinky one here. A little tiny one there. And then over here, I've got another butternut squash plant. In fact, I've got two, I think. This one here isn't doing very much. It's just kind of, I don't know what it's doing, gathering speed somehow, but it's not doing very well. But this one up here has got quite a good size. Let's take that old flower off. Quite a good size fruit on it. So with any luck, that'll do something good. And the actual plant is trailing all the way over here. I don't want to break anything off though doing it, and it has got a little baby one there. I don't know if you can see that. And I thought there was another one on this one. There doesn't seem to be. So I'm guessing that's why that one's so big, because it's using up all the energy of the plant. But never mind. So those are those. Can't see any more coming off it at the moment. Okay, so the courgettes are still going wild. I think I've got some coming still. I don't know if you can, in here through all the bushes, you can see one or two still coming up there. Not as many as they were. And there are some over here. We've got one here coming up, so that one's coming up first size, and we've got a little one there. I can't see, I don't know if they're coming to the end. They might well be coming to the end now. I'm not too sure how long they really last, but there's one down there as well. I'm not sure if you could see that one. There's one just there with a flower on the top. But I can't see any more, so like I said, it's possible they're coming to the end. I've still got some kale in the back there, which you probably can't see them neither. There you go. So there's some kale, curly, I don't know what they call it, curly something kale. I have the tomato plants that were in here kind of got broken and messed around a bit. But there is a tomato here, which, I don't know, it's a good sized tomato. And there was another one, but I can't see that one. And then I've been getting, if you can see down the bottom there, there's some little red tomatoes. I've been getting tomatoes daily off here. They've, you know, been coming off. These are the little cherry tomatoes down here. We've been getting a few a day at the moment, but there's still hopefully a lot to come. And there's a little pot down here. I didn't have room to put it, and it seems to be sending out little tomatoes even in just a little pot, which is kind of cute. But we have quite a few fruits down here that we're just waiting for them to turn. And they're everywhere at the moment. Perhaps get a little bit bigger, and then hopefully they will turn. They're quite tall. Don't know what I am, 5'3", and they're probably, majority of them are probably about 6 foot. So And in this bed we have our Swedes. So they're really coming up nicely now. I'm quite pleased with them. I put them over here because we've got the netting around them. So it is slightly cooler down here in the corner. However, I also put my okra down here, and I think it might be too cool for them down here. But I'm just going to let them do what they want to do. I was stupid in the fact that I just scattered some silver skinned onions all over the place. Well, that wasn't the stupid part. The stupid part was when they started coming up, I thought these didn't have room for their roots, and all their roots was coming up to the surface. So I was saying to Tim, oh no, look, all these roots, they aren't worms, are they? Because I didn't have my glasses on at the time. And when we looked down, and he picked one out, and I could then see the seed on the end. And I was like, oh no, I know what they are now. So those are coming up quite nicely, I have to say. But we love to pickle silver skin onions. They're really nice. This is my Cape gooseberry that I popped in here. And it's really doing well. I'm dead happy with it. Very pleased. It's got some nice little fruits coming on it. They've got quite a few flowers to get rid of first, but it's very pretty flowers. Look at that. I think they're beautiful. Anyway, there's quite a few flowers on it, and it's looking nice and healthy, so I'm quite chuffed about that. That's really good. And then under here I have my what are they? Romanesco. So the Romanescos are there. Again, they've got the mesh there, so I thought it was a bit cooler for them. I've got, my peppers are really pitiful this year. And even this little tiny one down here has a little flower on it, bless it. So it's an Apache hot pepper, that one. So I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it. And that's the cayenne pepper over there. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Never mind. I'm not sure why my sweetheart tomatoes aren't actually colouring, because I expected them to by now and they haven't, so they're still looking as green as can be. But I do know they do turn red normally. I just don't like to see that in there. We want some nice healthy leaves, not horrible leaves. So I'm still playing the waiting game for that one. As you know, I've said to you about these. And I've got some tomatoes here. Oh, and this is another Cape gooseberry, which is coming up lovely. They're really lovely and tall once they get going. They just take a bit of getting going, I think. There's that flower again. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. So like I said, I've got my little bit of ginger down here. Another Cape gooseberry here. And tomatoes, there's a surprise, eh? So these are looking really nice as well. These are, well, they're still small plum tomatoes. No, these are the Italian tomatoes. And I've got beans coming up at the back of them. I don't know if I can show you. Can you see all those beans? So they need to come off. And be put in and either had for dinner or to be canned. I'm not sure if there's enough of them to be canned at the moment. And my beans are climbing. Not convinced on the pollination rate at the moment. Don't think there's enough pollinators in here to be working for them, but we shall see. There's plenty of little flies, but I don't know that they're pollinators per se for these beans. However, I have got one bean that's growing down. So I did think, excuse me, being there weren't so many, I thought I might do some seed saving. and in which case then I'll have them for next year, hopefully, to have a bit better year. But for now, I'm not gonna, you know, put all my hopes and dreams on my beans, I have to say. The zinnias are still blooming, and we still have some youngsters coming on. That's really good. I'm hoping also to get some seeds off these. However, because I've not had these before, grown them before, I don't know enough about them, I don't think, to know if it is possible to collect seeds. I might well go in and look them up a bit later. But they seem to be full of pollen. So, I don't know, but I'm going to look that one up and see what I can find out about them, because they're so pretty. A friend of mine gave me some raspberry bushes, which I just stuck in a pot. And this was a while ago now. And they're looking really nice. So I'm really pleased with them. I have a melon coming here in a pot. It's not doing great, but it's not doing too bad, being it's in a pot anyway. I've actually got the same variety of melon over here, which is down here. So not doing too badly at all. I'm not unhappy with that. That's good. And I've got cucumbers back here. I forgot the cucumbers. Where are they? Ah, yes. There's my cucumbers. They're still very tiny at the moment, but they're coming on nicely. And I think, I don't know, I've seen several of them anyway. It's not just that one. I just don't know where I've seen them at the moment. Oh, there's one over here, but I saw another one as well. So yeah, that's looking good. You might have noticed some little dots around the soil. I was a bit concerned about whether there was enough nutrients for all of these plants in one growing area. So I found some organic slow release fertilizer. I actually bought it about 2 years ago. I'm not sure that it's got any life left in it. However, I thought I got nothing to lose, so I've sprinkled it around, and hopefully it'll do the job. I do have a frittatello. Oh dear, look, something's been eating it. No. Oh. A frittatello pepper, but as you can see, something's been eating it. So I'm not very happy about that. See if I can get that better. It's one of the very few I've got, and something's been in there. And I haven't got any others at the moment to show for it neither. So we'll see, but I don't know what's been eating that. I don't think there's much more to tell you. It's still wet outside. Actually, I will. I'll go out and show you what's happening outside, even though it's raining, because I can. Let's do a quick one. We have some cabbages out here. We have some red cabbage, which are coming slowly. Not ready yet, but they're slowly. We have beans out here. I thought when we had that late burst of frost that actually the frost had got them, but they have made a comeback. So I'm quite happy to say that we have got them, even though they're really quite late. But they've started climbing up the mesh there. We have some, what do we have down here? Oh, I don't know what that is. I think that might be a cauliflower. I'm not too sure. I did put some cauliflowers in, but there's none enough at the moment to show me that if that's what they are. I know I've got some, oh dear, I call it Calabri, Romanesco. I've got some Romanesco coming here nicely, so I'm quite pleased with them, even though they're small. More cabbages. We've got the odd onion coming up in between there. But I think that's about it. It's a bit of a sad, sorry day today, so not too much to show you. I've got a cabbage in there which is looking like it's ready. But yes, I think that's about everything at the moment. And I believe I put my Romanesco in here, and then I put my cauliflowers in this one, I think. So I would like to think they are cauliflowers, but until they show themselves, I don't know. We will see. Like I said, that's all for now. I'm going to go in out of the rain. It really is quite wet here at the moment, as usual in Wales. Take care everybody, and speak to you soon. Goodbye.